Did you know that you no longer need to sit in a classroom for hours to learn something new? Now today, with just a smartphone and an internet connection, you can learn a language, prepare for an examination, take a professional course, and apply it to universities around the world, and even build skills for a new career. Now technology is changing the way we learn, but there is still a big question there. Are we using technology simply to access information, or are we using it to make learning easier, smarter, and more useful? And that is what we are looking at today on Tech Up. My name is Victor Ake. Before we dive straight to the conversation, let's give you some tech news updates. On the tech news update, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is pushing back against the fear that artificial intelligence will simply take people's jobs. Now, in a new essay titled "The Future is for Everyone," Zuckerberg argues that advanced AI could actually give individuals greater capabilities, help people build new businesses, and create new opportunities. He talks about what he calls personal superintelligence, powerful AI tools that could work closely with individuals and help them achieve things that would have been difficult or impossible before. But there is another side to this conversation. If AI makes one person much more productive, what happens to the people whose jobs are built around tasks that AI cannot perform? So perhaps the real question is not simply, will AI take away our jobs? The bigger question is, are we preparing people to work with AI? Now, Zuckerberg's argument is part of a much wider debate about the future of work and who gets to benefit from increasingly powerful AI. Nigeria's appetite for mobile data continues to grow. Now, NCC industry statistics show that NCC industry statistics show that Nigerians use more than 1.4 million terabytes of data in April 2026, continuing the long-term rise in data consumption. Now, why this is important is because Nigerians are doing much more online. Now, we are streaming videos, attending online classes, working remotely, and even creating content using social media, making payments, and increasingly using AI tools. And as 4G and 5G networks become more available, the amount of data people consume is likely to keep growing. But increased data consumption also raises another question. Are we simply consuming more content, or are we using the internet to improve our lives and our opportunities? Meanwhile, Nigeria is also moving further into the regulation and taxation of digital assets. The country's new tax framework is designed to clarify the tax obligations of people and businesses involved in virtual assets, including virtual asset service providers. Now, the broader tax reforms now treat digital and virtual assets within Nigeria's tax framework with reporting and compliance obligations for relevant operators. Now, for people dealing in cryptocurrency, this means something very simple. Crypto may be digital, but the income and transactions around it are increasingly becoming part of the formal tax system. Now, the government says this is about creating certainty and ensuring that the growing digital economy contributes to national revenue. And finally, as technology becomes more powerful, so do the people trying to misuse it. Interpol's latest Africa cybercrime assessment warns that cyber criminals are increasingly using tools such as artificial intelligence, deepfakes, and voice cloning to make scams and other attacks more convincing. The organization says cybercrime already represents a significant share of reported crime in parts of Africa, while many countries still need stronger capacity to detect and investigate these threats. So while AI can help us learn, work, and create faster, it can also be used by criminals. And that means digital literacy is no longer optional. Knowing how to use technology also means knowing how to stay safe while using it. From AI to data consumption, from cryptocurrency to cybersecurity, one thing is clear. Technology is changing how we live. But perhaps one of the areas where technology can make the biggest difference is education. Now, for many Nigerians, the dream of getting a good education, especially studying abroad, can come with a lot of confusion. Which country should I choose? Which university is right for me? And what courses should I study? What documents do I need and how do I apply? What scholarships are available and how do I avoid making expensive mistakes? Today we're going to be looking at technology as a solution designed to make the journey easier. And today we are going to be speaking with the developers of UApp, an educational platform designed to simplify learning and help people navigate opportunities to study and move abroad. Let's go.
Good afternoon to Mr. Victor.
Yes, sir. Of course, in Nigeria, how is the weather up in the Nigerian weather? How is it treating you thus far?
Yeah, the current weather is very good. Okay, so I came in last January, it was too hot. Okay, so now is the very excellent weather.
So which of the weather do you prefer, this or the other?
No, this one.
You prefer this?
Yeah.
All right. So UApp is an educational platform.
Yes.
Right. But before we get down there, let's talk about the educational sector for a while. Now, if you look at the educational sector, say in the past 15, 20 years ago, what do you think have changed from that time up until now?
If you look into the back in 15 years, what you see that is all are the manual work. Okay, so when you went to the school, I think so you do remember that you used to go to school and give the exam in paper, right?
Right.
So now things have changed. Okay, so now you can give exam in online even.
True.
Okay, the written exam. Okay, so that's the digital transformation, compared to 15 years and now. So you can submit your online application. Obviously, the who are going to the university in 5-10 years ago, they used to submit the application form for admission to the paper. Right? Okay, you need to fill the paper and you submit the application, and then you're waiting for your outcome. So, what is thing change? That now you can submit your application in online. Okay, and you sit for the interview online. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the things has changed compared to the previous. So that means the things in digitally is currently obviously the AI came, right? Okay.
Course, yeah.
So huge improvement. Okay. So fully the automation. So you can sit here in Nigeria in remote village. Okay. You can submit. You can submit your application in USA or UK, Canada. Okay, and sitting for interview. Okay,
right.
And get you the offer letter.
Very true.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the infusion or the introduction of technology, that's one of the things that stands out for us now. But looking at Nigeria as a country, I mean, of course, Nigeria is one of your target market right now.
Yeah.
But do you think that Nigeria is taking advantage or full advantage of the tech innovation in the educational sector?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, yeah. So young people now, so they're using the technology, okay, to support for their study, okay.
All right. Now, of course, now the introduction of UApp is an educational platform. What's the story behind it? At what point did you see that and think, I need to create an application for the educational sector?
Yeah, a simple thing is that we bring the technology for a student, okay, where they can sit anywhere and submit their application to any university. But that's our goal. That's the end of the story. Okay, so we want to bring the technology the where student can. So if I giving you the example, the traditional way, one student wants to go to the UK.
Right.
So he need to go to the like say example, if he's living in Benin, okay, and there's no education agency, so he need to come all the way to the Lagos or Abuja to get the counseling for higher study in abroad.
Right.
Okay. But solution we bring to the student, so a student can sit in the Benin and he can submit his application. So one of our consultants from anywhere in Nigeria support him for higher study.
Okay. And why now, right? Because again, we see that there are various applications, first of all, that actually first solve similar challenges.
Yes.
So what is that thing that makes UApp stand out?
So what we trying to do our best to bring the the instant solution. Okay, so where the student is getting the quick offer letter. Okay, and where the student getting before even applying to the university, they can clearly understand from our the platform either they are eligible or not. Okay, and also they're getting the instant support. Okay, from our sales consultant. Okay.
So the instant support is one of the things that makes it stand out from every other application that we have in the world. Now, again, Nigeria is the target market. Why Nigeria at this point in time? What is the thing that is more unique about the Nigerian student?
Obviously, the another thing is Nigerian student, they want to go abroad. Okay,
right?
Because of you see them, you have their family living in relative abroad. Okay, so because of this, they want to study in abroad. Okay. So another thing is the people wants to explore the world. Okay, so things have changed. Okay, you sitting here today, and because of technology, you can see what is happening in the USA, Canada. So that means you can see your career opportunity there from here. So that's why obviously this is the one of the reason the people want to explore the opportunity to the first world country.
Of course, we hear that the world has now become a global village, as it is. But one of the challenges that we have in this part of the world is credibility. Now, there are certain organizations that have come into the country, Nigeria. I mean, these have become like scams and shams in this part of the world. And many parents and students are beginning to just be very careful on what platforms that they should trust. Why should people trust you up?
Yeah, definitely. Look, the why people should. So first of all, that we have the the direct university partnership, okay, collaboration, and second that you can get our representative, okay, anywhere, okay. So that means is like, say example, if you are in the university, so we have the one representative there, which is you, what I say, like your colleague or schoolmate, okay, who are willing to come to you and helping for your higher study, okay. So that's the difference, between other recruitment agency to us.
How do you help a student who wants to travel to study but doesn't know how to go about it?
Okay, so basically that's what UAB is all about, right? We're here to help students from the beginning to the end, right? So a student who wants to travel and basically don't know how to travel, and that's why we are bringing out what we call UAB, right? UAB is a university college application portal, right? So it's basically tells the students what exactly you need to do. Right. So we need to know what your background is, right? Basically, if you're a science student, so we need to know if you still want to progress in that direction, and if not, then we prefer other alternatives to you. Okay. Yeah, basically.
And one of the things that people look out for is the documentation. That people want to travel, but they're not so sure. What documents do we need to put together? So for young people out there, what documents do they need to put together before they begin to think about traveling outside the country for study?
All right. So basically, we have two sections. We have the undergraduate and we also have the postgraduate, right? So one of the basic documents that you need to have while you're intending to study in the UK, basically has to do with your international passport. Very important. Without international passport, I don't think you'll be living the shore of the country, right? Okay. So you also need your certifications. Right, so if you're an undergraduate, you need to be a high school level, and if you're undergraduate, you're going for your master's, you need your degree certificate and transcript, right? You also need a CV, that's a very professional CV, that details your information and your profiling, right? So also you'll be needing letter of references, from probably your previous place of employment and your previous academic university.
All right, so all of this being put together, and then you're good to go.
Perfect.
So how does a person now survive out there? Because again, we've gotten the admission as a young person. You're now in school. How do you survive? Work, scholarship, those opportunities. How do one actually get to take advantage of them? All
right. So we have different destinations when it comes to studying, right? And these different destinations have different packages for students, right? So I'll talk about UK. In UK, while as a student, you have the opportunity to work for 20 hours while you're studying, and also you can extend it to 40 hours when you're on break. Right. So basically, that gives you an opportunity to earn a bit for yourself. We have universities that actually they accrue scholarships to students. So for international students, basically, you are definitely eligible for scholarships. Okay. So it depends on your qualifications. So we have scholarship for first-class students, and we also have for second-class students. So it differs. So, but we have different scholarship and discounts for students over there.
Well, why do you think studying abroad has become such a big dream for young people now?
Okay, so for young people, studying abroad is a big dream for them not just, it's not, I won't say it's a dream, and I'll say it's a reality now. That's what's happening in kids. Everybody wants a better future, a better education, and parents most especially want to give their children the best.
Right.
So it's a reality, not, it's no more a dream for young students.
Talking about the best, let's talk about affordability, because parents want to give their children the best, but again, most parents cannot afford certain opportunities. Now, for you, what are the opportunities there for parents to leverage on?
Okay, so when we talk about affordability, it's relative, but one thing I would like to tell parents is that you have to be prepared if you want your children to study abroad. But yes, it is affordable if you're prepared to do that. Affordability is, as I said, relative. So we have different universities with a different tuition fees.
Okay.
So some ranging from £14,000 to £20,000. So depending on what the budget of the parents is. So at UAP, we work with your budget.
Okay.
We don't throw you off, but we ask you, what's your budget? So for me, a student comes to meet me and asks me, I want an affordable school. And I first ask, what's your budget?
Okay.
Because I really want to work with your budget and I want to help you. So if you tell me your budget is £15,000, I, as a student advisor, will search for universities that within your budget and maybe a bit lower than your budget, just to help you achieve that dream.
So it means that parents or families that are in the middle class in Nigeria right now might not be able to afford such opportunities?
Well, I might not say so. Nigerian parents, I know one, usually save towards this, and I'm sure they must have some savings for their children, and I believe they can afford it.
But beyond that, for those that don't have such amount of money, but still, of course, they have the plan, the vision, the dream to provide the best quality education for their children abroad. I mean, what are the opportunities that they can leverage on without the big budget?
Okay, so it still boils down to budget.
Who wants budget?
Yes, it still boils down to budget. So I will advise that you still just have to have your budget, but university offer installment payments.
Okay.
So you can pay your deposit, then after that you can spread the payment. So with that, parents can still afford to send their children abroad.
Let's come back to scholarship opportunities as well.
Okay.
You know. So for a student who is thinking about just using the scholarship opportunities, how can a student actually go ahead to do that?
Okay, so the different scholarships that the UK universities offer, first of all, there's called the international discount, which students get when you have like a first class. You can get up to £5,000 off your tuition fee. If you have a 2-1, you can get up to £3,000 off your tuition fee.
So they're not full scholarships?
They're not full scholarship. But if you want a full scholarship, it has to start from your grades in Nigeria here, and you have to look for it. That's scholarships called Chevin scholarship that you can achieve for full scholarship.
Okay.
But if you want for the university, they just give maybe partial scholarship, not full scholarship.
Not full scholarship.
Or the Nigerian government can also help with that.
All right. So talking about the Nigerian government, so it means now we have an opportunity somewhere.
Yes.
Home.
Yes.
Right.
I have students that have come with full scholarship from the Delta State Scholarship Board. Yes,
Okay.
and they've given them full scholarship and they've gone ahead with their studies.
Also, it basically depends on the state and what the state offers to them, but there are no maybe platforms from the Nigerian government that say, student, go and apply for these for international scholarship.
No.
That you know about at the moment.
For now, it's just Nigerian scholarships.
So what are the things that students need to actually get ready as well before they can get into some of the schools abroad?
Okay, so
certifications and all.
So there's undergraduate and postgraduate. For the undergraduate, you just need your WIAC. So with UAP, one unique thing about UAP is that we work with universities that offer WIAC, that take WIAC and NECO certificates. So you just need your WIAC and your NECO, and you just need your passport and your application. That's all for the undergraduate. But for the postgraduate, you definitely need your transcripts, your BSc transcripts, your BSc certificate. You need your international passport. You need your WIAC or NECO results, and we're good to go at UAP with you.
All right. And then finally, let's talk about age. At what age would you say don't apply no more?
Okay. At what age? I wouldn't want to cap it at what age you won't apply no more. You could give it a try, but for undergraduate, we're looking at from 17 years above to maybe about 25, and for postgraduate, we're looking at from 25 above to maybe 45 years old. but you can still give it a try. No matter, education doesn't end. I really love working with you, and I've seen a big difference with other agencies. So our unique selling point is that one, people might believe it's not true, but we do not collect any form of agency fee, no enrollment fee. Yes, we do everything free of charge for every student. We start from the application stage down to the enrollment stage where you travel and you're studying, and that's when we let go.
Okay.
But throughout that process, we're with you, and everything's free of charge. We also have this unique portal called the UApp portal, where every student is registered on that portal. You have your own unique portal. You can see the progress. You can track your applications, and everything is transparent on the portal there for you.
So at what point do students pay you for your service?
We do not.
Not at all.
Not at all. No agency fee, no application fee, no enrollment fee. That is why we stand out at UApp.
Oh, that's beautiful. So what that means is that all you need to do is just get onto the UApp, and you just might be able to sell yourself out there abroad and overseas. Thanks so much, and appreciate you again.
Thank you too.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Now, let's take a few minutes to show you how you can use technology to make your own learning and study abroad journey easier. Now, if you are thinking about studying abroad, don't start by randomly searching for universities. Start with these 5 simple steps. 1. Decide what you want to study. Now, don't choose a course simply because somebody told you it is popular. Look at your interest, your academic background, and the kind of career you want. And step 2, use trusted online platforms to compare universities. Look at the tuition fees, the entry requirements, the course content, location, scholarships, graduate opportunities. Don't look at rankings alone. A university can have a high ranking and still be the wrong university for you. Step 3, check the official source. And this is extremely important because if you see information on TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, or even from an agent, verify it on the university's official website, especially when it comes to admission requirements, application deadlines, the tuition, scholarships, visa requirements. These are important things that you must verify. Step 4, organize your documents. You need to create a digital folder for your application. Keep your passport, your academic certificates, your transcripts, your CV, your statement of purpose, recommendation letters, English language test results in one organized place. Put all of them together. And finally, don't send money simply because somebody promised you admission or a visa. Technology makes it easier to find opportunities, but it has also made scams easier. Always verify who you are dealing with. And here's today's tech tip of the day. Don't just Google, always verify. Whenever you find important information online, especially information about education, jobs, scholarships, or money, don't stop at the first search result. Ask yourself, who published this? Is it current? Is the source official? Can I confirm it somewhere else? A 5-minute verification can actually save you months of stress and sometimes a lot of money. So be careful and be guarded. And in conclusion, technology is moving very quickly. AI is changing work. The internet is changing how Nigerians learn and communicate, and digital platforms are changing how we access education. And even the process of studying abroad is becoming more digital. But technology itself is not the solution. The solution is how we use technology. A smartphone can waste your time, or it can help you learn a new skill. AI can make you lazy, or it can make you more productive. The internet can expose you to scams, or it can connect you to opportunities you never knew existed. So pay attention. My name is Victor RK, and this has been Tech Up. Until next time, you stay techy.